In this video, let's explore the EQ module. Now this looks pretty much like your standard EQ modules that you have in other pieces of software, but does have some extra features that you can look into. Starting off with the bands, you've got a high pass that you can enable. Then you've got 6 bands where you can adjust the node points over here. Then you can also choose what type of EQ shape it is. For example, this maybe you want it to be a low shelf or a high shelf or a bell curve. You can increase the Q value by dragging these or by using your mouse and scrolling on this and then adjusting as well if you want to attenuate or gain it up. Also, if you hold down Shift and then choose a direction, it will lock it in that direction. So here I've held Shift and I'm dragging across, but if I drag up and down, it's locked it so it can only move across, not up and down. The same if I drag down and then hold down Shift, I can lock the movement going up and down, but I can't move from left to right. Also, if you want to do some finer movements with adjusting a band, you can hold down Command on the Mac or Control on the PC, and you've got much finer movements and make some finer adjustments to your EQ bands. You can bypass or enable each band, and then obviously at the end here, you've also got a low pass that you can turn on. And as you click on each band, it gives a readout of the frequency, the gain, and the Q value. Up at the top here, you've got a choice of 2 different EQ types. You can choose analog, which is a minimum phase EQ that mimics the style of EQs found on analog styles of EQs and gear. And then you've got the digital EQ mode, which is a linear phase EQ with very precise EQ curves. Now, you're probably wondering what the difference is. Well, the difference is with linear EQ, it can create some pre-ringing, but you do, like I said, have more precise EQ curves. Where with analog, you can create a bit more of smearing between the bands. Plus, it creates its own type of phasing EQ issues. So between the two, there is going to be some form of phasing, but it just depends on how it's affecting the sound and what type of sound you're going for when you use the EQ. So for example, I'm just going to play back a track, use the analog option, boost some bands so you can hear the difference, and then jump across to the digital. So taking this over here, I'm going to preview and then make some adjustments. Let's jump across to digital. So you can hear you get more ringing there. Going across to analog. So you can hear the ringing as you jump across to the digital compared to the analog. What you do have with the digital is the option to choose a different frequency precision. So this is going from 48 Hz down to 3 Hz. The lower frequency precisions improve the frequency resolution, but with the side effect, you do get some ringing. So if I pull this all the way up here, and we're going to start at the top and then go down to a lower precision so you can hear the difference. So you can hear how you're getting that more ringing when you get to the lower precisions. But like I said, it does improve the frequency resolution. So each EQ mode just does have its own character. It just depends how you want to use it and what type of sound you're getting out of it. Another thing I did forget to mention is with the low pass and high pass, you can change the slope. So if you want a steeper slope, for example, like a sharp brick wall, or if you want to smooth it out to have more of a 12 dB slope. So that covers the EQ for you. You've got your analog mode and your digital mode, and then your different bands that you can tweak. I'll catch you in the next video.